cryptocurrency concepts and challenges, onboarding process. Will the Bitcoin bubble pop? Is Dogecoin the new thing or just a joke? Is crypto in 2021 here to stay or not? Let's debate. Moderated by Alex Belov, Coinstelegram Media and Fund, with Felipe Castro, Utrust, and Arthur Weisberg, Epiphany.
Hey guys, how are you doing today? So pleased to be here around you. Hello, Crypto Dubai. So today we are going to speak about the most interesting thing on crypto market, what's going on with crypto, with BTC, to tell you exactly what's happening. It's quite interesting to know what do our speakers think about it, about perspective of Dogecoin and so on. So guys, let's introduce ourselves. So let's start, please.
Yeah, so guys, my name is Philippe. Thank you for coming. I know it's a bit late, second day of the sessions. It's a bit of a stretch, but thank you all. My name is Philippe. I'm the co-founder of Utrust. We work basically with businesses and companies to accept cryptocurrency to allow them to pay with anything, website, and basically push crypto forward in terms of mass adoption.
Hi, my name is Arthur Weisberg. My background is traditional finance, investment banking, fixed income and FX. I work for such houses as Barclays Capital, BlackRock, and SocGen. I used to head out institutional business for head of CIS for Hobby Global. Now I'm at Epiphany, which is a global market maker, and we do order routing and brokerage services. So from a single KYC process, you have access to all top exchanges.
So let me introduce you myself. I'm a contributor of Forbes right now. We also do our own media. We have our own media in crypto since 2017. We invest in different projects in crypto on the early stage. And I'm also, the first project I was involved in crypto space was cryptocurrency mining. Especially we started with production of immersion cooling systems for mining, and I think it's one of my most successful things in crypto. So let's begin to discuss the market situation with Bitcoin. So guys, the name of our panel is a bit shaky. Do you agree that we have a bubble on market right now? And if so, what's going to happen with it?
Yeah, I think we have a bit of a downtrend, but not necessarily a bubble. So every single market has ups and downs. Just going from the parallel with the stock market, I don't think we're going to zero like many critics are saying. I think this is a transitory phase in Bitcoin as in other cryptocurrencies. So I'm not an apologist that this is going to drop. I think on the contrary, Bitcoin will eventually rally, and we're going to go to 100K maybe by the end of this year. So I'm much on that side.
Absolutely.
Yeah, just to add to that, I think, well, some currencies like Dogecoin, I think that's definitely a bubble because there's actually no adoption or no use for it at all, just a pump meme, if you will. Bitcoin definitely, it can't be a bubble. The market cap is too big. It's the best performing asset in the last 100 years. The adoption for it is growing so rapid in probably 5 years' time, I predict that 5 billion people globally will have access to Bitcoin, so that's definitely not a bubble. But there is a lot of meme projects, a lot of pump and dumps, and there are bubbles in the industry. We just have to weed these bad players out. So I guess with regulation and with progress, we're going to get rid of these bad players in the market per se.
Yeah, fully agree.
To tell the truth, I also see this kind of things. I see this sustainable growth in BTC market that institutional investors came and pumped it. But anyway, in my opinion, we had some kind of a bubble right now because people got mad about crypto with this enormous growth with, in altcoins mostly. And BTC was also a bit pumped by Twitter of Elon Musk mostly. And we have seen what happened. Just one tweet of Elon dropped us to 30K 2 times. We lost in 2 times. So it definitely partly a bubble, and I hope it's already recovering. We see it because of the sustainable growth which we have in crypto adoption and so on. But actually, to tell the truth, I was ready for a long-term bear market, to tell the truth. But anyway, I'm bullish on crypto, and I'm happy that we are recovering right now.
Yeah, when you think about it, there's way too much investors right now, institutional investors that have a stake in Bitcoin specifically and other types of crypto assets for this to fall. That is not going to happen. That could be a possibility, 5 years ago, but right now, institutionals are pretty much the dominant force on this market, and with the power of those institutions behind Bitcoin, as an asset class, this is not going to fail. It's in a way too big to fail in that regard. Now, the price is, of course, subject to fluctuations due to many factors, including tweets from Elon Musk. That's true. That's certainly true. At the same time, I think the part of renewable energy and how Bitcoin can be sustainable, in a way, I think it's already sustainable. If you compare the energy consumption of other types of assets, gold mining, just to name a few. I think the petrodollar, for example, it's much more clean, even if you used only coal as energy, which is actually not the case. And it can be further increase the percent of renewable energies that powers Bitcoin mining. So I don't see that as a problem. And in this most recent tweet, Elon said the same thing. They're looking at this again, and I predict that Tesla will accept Bitcoin again very soon.
I mean, I don't want to sound anti-Tesla, but I personally couldn't care after Elon Musk's tweet if they accept Bitcoin or not. I actually think he's manipulating the market just as well as China is. So I think what's going on right now, these influential people like Elon Musk and your Michael Saylors, people get really excited in this young market that they're coming into the space and they're going to adopt Bitcoin for their portfolio or as a payment rail for their cars. But we don't actually need China in this market. We don't actually need Elon Musk. We don't need him to manipulate the market. And I don't want to sound anti-China, but they have never been pioneers in any type of financial instrument there is. So, we'll do good with or without them. We just need to understand that every single time they announce something that they're going to ban Bitcoin again for the 5th time in the space of 2 years, or Elon Musk wants to pump Dogecoin or something, just ignore these guys, just hodl and don't FOMO.
Yes, that's true. We need to discuss Dogecoin a bit more. Do you feel that Dogecoin has any future? As for me, I rejected Dogecoin for a long time, and I have a FOMO that I didn't buy it when it was low. And finally, right now I hold some Dogecoins. What about you guys?
Yeah, I think any currency that, if a sufficient number of people believe in a currency, that makes it, liquid and makes it usable. I think it's not, hey, what's the use case of Dogecoin versus the use case of other top 50 cryptocurrencies? I don't see it that way. I see it in terms of momentum, popularity, which is the propelling factor during the initial stages for any type of crypto. Can Dogecoin be used in different contexts? I see more and more exchanges accepting Doge as a viable currency, as a recognized currency. Does not in fact make it a recognizable currency on its own. What about Bitcoin? Wasn't this also the stage of Bitcoin, of Litecoin, of other cryptos when they started? What makes it popular? Because people believe, they want to use it, they make it popular. So on that regard, it might have started as a joke, but people, the communities, make it real. And if more and more institutions accept it, well, yeah. That's it.
I even joined Shiba Inu and Husky coins a few weeks ago. So I hope we will not have too many dog coins on our market. But anyway, Dogecoin case is good, and yeah, as soon as it is accepted, then it's okay for market. Arthur, what do you think?
Well, I just think it's a joke. There's no adoption for it whatsoever. There's no institutional players ever talking about having exposure to Dogecoin in their portfolio, just a TikTok pump and dump scheme, which I have no interest of. I'm just going to completely ignore the fact how big the market cap got. I think within time and probably the end of the year, it will probably will deflate. But it's, it's not going to be ever used as a store of value like Bitcoin. It's not ever going to compete with any fiat currency, and there's no adoption for it whatsoever. So what is the actual point?
Yeah, I agree with what you said. I think at the institutional level, definitely, it's no one is supporting it.
No one's going to touch it.
Yeah, right now. But the thing I've heard a lot is that they're looking at the performance. If this continues over 8 months to a year, some might actually consider because they want to take advantage of the momentum.
Well, the power of social media and people's followers saying, buy this coin, we could pump it up, whatever, and people just want to get a return on their investment. Power to the people. They could do that.
Yeah. As an investor, as a portfolio manager, of course they can ignore, and it's true. Like the use case is limited. I mean, but from the investor's perspective, from the investment manager, it's a bit different because they're looking. Can I allocate a small chunk of our portfolio and take advantage of the trend? And yeah, they definitely can if it continues.
If it continues, yeah. But once again, if there's no use for it, if there's no adoption for it, I don't think any institutions in the right mind will actually hold Dogecoin in their portfolio. It's just too much of a risk. I mean, what are you holding? It's just a coin, just a meme.
Yeah, let's change topic, guys. Actually, I had a question to Felipe because I remember his project from the very beginning and I loved it, and I'm just curious what's going on with uTrust right now. So can you share some newest updates?
Yeah, absolutely. It's been a long time since when we started back in 2017. We continue to launch on the market. We're actually onboarding merchants pretty much every week. We have now a huge amount of merchants, and we actually have a complementary offer to our main merchant solution. So for the ones that don't know, we allow businesses to accept cryptocurrency directly on their online e-commerce. We support different types of plugins, Shopify, Magento, WooCommerce, or even a REST API integration. We also have a wallet app that allows individual users, natural persons, to basically trade different pairs of cryptocurrencies and order a Visa debit card, only for European Union members at the moment. We've been doing quite well. We actually got out of our Alchemist accelerator project. That's one of the top VCs in Silicon Valley. We are backed by one of the top players in the field. And it's been amazing in terms of growth, month on month, in terms of merchants. We actually doing quite well in establishing ourselves in the market, and it's all great for the crypto ecosystem as well because it provides a legitimate use case in the payments ecosystem for cryptocurrencies. Not only volatile cryptos, but also stable coins as well. So I think it's great for us and the whole ecosystem.
Yeah, great. That's interesting. Arthur, how is your business going? Some news from your side?
I think things are growing rapidly. Epiphany is a market maker. We do market making across 45 exchanges in crypto. We also offer order routing and a brokerage type of service where we attract institutional traders or institutions only, where we give them a 20% discount on the spot markets. So what we're trying to do is we're bridging the gap between traditional finance, how things are done there, into crypto markets, with expertise coming from Wall Street and investment banking, such as myself. So we're really trying to grow our products right now. We have a FINRA broker-dealer license. We have a BIT license, every single license from the US states. In terms of regulation, we're probably the most regulated firm in the US. We also have plans to go public by the end of this year. So it's a very exciting space to be in right now, and I'm glad I'm with Epiphany.
Yeah, nice. So I think we don't have too much time right now, so let's go to the final remarks. And I suppose it should be devoted to Bitcoin. So what's your expectations on the future, the closest months? What's going to happen, guys?
Yeah, I think I touched upon that quite briefly. I think we're going to continue to have momentum, especially from the institutional side. I think we're going to reach 100K by the end of the year. not jinxing it, but I think it has the sufficient momentum. I see more and more institutions coming with Bitcoin, either allocating a part of their funds into this type of asset, use it directly with integrations on their business streams, accept it as a form of payment. I see a lot of traction on a parallel side with CBDCs, which conversely attracts a lot of people in terms of awareness to crypto and makes them question, what is this crypto thing, what is Bitcoin? This whole thing now exists, so I was not aware. So it actually makes it more mainstream. So that combined push, I think, will propel this ecosystem with Bitcoin spearheading it in all its fronts, and will just continue to go up. It will and can go down momentarily, but I think the overall trend, and even looking at from a quant perspective, I think it will continue to rise in value.
Yeah, I think we're on the same page, Felipe. I think we're going to get more and more institutional adoption for Bitcoin. Right now, there's probably not enough, considering how many investment banks are still sitting on the wall thinking, should we dip our toes in this ocean or not? You know, it's only a matter of time before they do. Like I said before, it's the most disruptive technology that we've seen in the last 100 years. The adoption rate on new wallets being created on exchanges, you know, that's growing rapidly. That's going up, and like I said, I think in 5 years' time, I think there will be over 5 billion unique Bitcoin addresses. So, in terms of price prediction, where do I think it's going? You know, I think it's only going north. We're going to have momentary corrections. It's still a young market. The market cap is quite thin. You know, the market is sensitive. So, just like any market, you know, whenever there's news or the stocks are performing badly, it's correlated. You know, we're going to have corrections, and that's normal because you can't have growth going upwards all the time because that's not sustainable. So the way things are going right now is actually good.
Yeah, and also like to add, there's now quite a little bit of correlation between traditional markets and
which is a bit bizarre, right?
Yeah,
because it's totally decentralized and it has nothing to do with it. But it's actually, I think it's the way people are hedging their bets.
Yeah,
they just cash out for stable coins or for dollars when the markets are tanking down.
Yeah, definitely.
Friends, unfortunately our time is out, and thank you AIBC Summit for this opportunity to speak about Bitcoin in front of so many people here, especially yesterday. So guys, thank you so much, and we give opportunity to speak for the next panel discussion. Thank you.